You finally made it. It's been a long journey, but you finally made it. You've reached the castle. You've reached where the monster lives. You've been hearing stories of a monster living in this castle. A vampire that has been terrorizing this place for centuries. But unlike any vampire you've heard of, this vampire doesn't suck on blood. He turns his victims into his minions and thralls. He sucks away their free will, turning them into his obedient servants. And that's why you're here. You're here to put a stop to his reign of terror. You're here to stop this monster. The village nearby called you to take care of this monster and kill him once and for all. You open the castle's door, enter in the main area, looking around you and noticing your surroundings. Seeing candles lighting every corner of the castle. As you look in front of you and see this huge staircase with a big painting, a portrait at the top of it. A very well-preserved painting. You look up and notice how high the ceiling is and see this crystal chandelier hanging from the ceiling. You look around you and realize the whole castle looks very well maintained and preserved. Not a castle that's been abandoned for centuries. You start to ascend the staircase, making your way to the vampire's bedroom. Walking through this long hallway, checking the pictures and portraits of the family, of his family. At the end of the hallway, you see the room, you see his room, slowly making your way to it. Looking back, looking around you, feeling that you're being watched from the shadows. You've been feeling this way since the moment you set foot inside the castle. As you enter the room, you enter his room and find a coffin in front of you. Approaching it cautiously, peeking just to check if it's closed or not. To your comfort, you find it closed. Behind the coffin, there is this tall curtain, a very tall window with long red curtains that keep the light away and protect the vampire. You move slowly. You move slowly towards these curtains as you hold them and you're about to open them. I would advise you against that. You hear a voice from behind saying these words as you freeze in place, feeling your heart pounding as you slowly turn around and see him. See the vampire right behind you. A tall figure casting its shadow over you, wearing a black coat and pants, with white pale skin, seeing his fangs coming out of his mouth as you try to take a step back. But he instantly grabs you by your shirt and pulls you closer. Seeing his hand and noticing his sharp, most definitely deadly nails, he smirks at you and says, "You smell magnificent. I can't wait to taste you and see how scrumptious you are. I'm gonna have fun with you." With that, he drags you to another room, an empty room with nothing but a cross and chains. He starts chaining you to the cross as you do your best to struggle, but to no avail. He doesn't even react to your useless attempts, tying your hands and feet to the cross, making sure you're bound with no hope of escaping. He starts to touch your skin, feeling his hand rubbing against your skin, his sharp nails scratching your skin as you feel shivers going down your spine, feeling scared yet quite excited. You oddly feel relaxed from his touch as he starts talking and saying, "Scared, aren't you? Good. That makes it more entertaining." He puts his finger on your chin, raising your head up to look straight at him and into his eyes. "Just look into my eyes," he says, with a smirk, and his fangs appearing bright and sharp. You feel your heart skipping a beat. "Soon you'll be mine," he continues, as you feel the back of his hand gently stroking your cheek. Soon I will be sucking your free will away, and you look like a very tasty treat. Feeling his hand now sliding down to your neck, all while you're breathing heavily, your heart pounding from both fear and excitement, focused straight into his eyes, feeling captured and captivated by them, unable to look away. I can see you becoming an excellent thrall, and that's why I will explain to you what will happen. I'm not going to suck your blood. I'm going to suck your free will. You will become my thrall, a mindless, obedient minion who wants nothing more than to obey. He leans closer to your right ear and whispers, "It's time." Feeling his fangs biting on the right side of your neck as you gasp, as it becomes hard to focus on anything but the bite and the fangs biting on your neck. It's not painful. It's not painful at all. It just feels almost numb. You still feel his fangs biting, but you don't feel any pain. You don't feel any pain at all. Becoming hard to think on your own, hard to think at all. The more he bites, the more you feel attached to him. The more he bites, the more you feel close to him, wanting nothing more than to serve and obey him. That's all you can think of, all you desire. Starting to smile as that thought takes over your mind. That need and desire. You want nothing more than to serve. You want nothing more than to obey. You want nothing more than to be his thrall. With that, he stops biting as he pulls away, looking back straight into your eyes, holding your gaze as you look back into his eyes, seeing nothing else, noticing nothing except his eyes as he starts talking. Welcome to your new life, my thrall. Welcome to the life full of the bliss of obedience and the pleasure of submission. Welcome to a life where my word is law and my commands must be obeyed. Welcome, Thrall. Welcome to the rest of your life. With that, he releases your chains